Hi, I'm Colin from TK Hockey and I'm here today with three of our international sponsored goalkeepers. This is Russie, Yvonne and Amy, and we're here to show you the TK collection for 2010. So come on in and have a look. Okay, first of all we start with the top of the range stick. This is the VT series and this is the main stick in that series. This is the One Power Race 5 VTI. The first feature that you're going to see on this stick is this twin groove running down the back. Not just a cosmetic feature, this is called the power bar system. And just like the name suggests, this makes the stick stronger, more powerful, increased output. Sort of things that as keepers you love to hear, harder shots coming at you. So we're going to flip the stick over onto the front, and what we see now is another TK innovation. This is control wing technology, but the latest version, CWT3. With CWT3, you get a groove just in this lower third of the stick. So have a look at that, see what you think. Just a 2mm groove, enough to give a player a little bit more control on the ball when they're dribbling the ball, and certainly when they're drag flicking as well. They keep the ball in the right position to execute that drag flick, keep you guys on your toes. As we move further up the stick, we get into a flatter area, so when players are sweep hitting, slap hitting, again, they've got the perfect surface to perform those skills. Into the shape of the stick, and again, you can see there, Amy, we've got the late bow running down, so again...
Another advantage for drag flickers.
Exactly, a bit more power in the shots. And then we move into the handle, where we have this new TK grip with the lovely stitch detailing in there. Yvonne, you can see, just picks out the gold running all the way through the stick. Really makes it look nice and sharp. And Russie, in the handle here, what we have is the AVS system, which is anti-vibration. Now the anti-vibration system is a gel cross-section insert, which basically absorbs shock. Any anti-vibration waves that are coming up the stick absorbs those shock and just gives the player a bit more feel on the ball and a nice soft touch.
Geez, this is fantastic.
There you go.
Even for the cold winters in Europe.
Yeah, that's right.
So Colin, what's the difference between the One Power Race 5 and the One Power Race 4?
The main difference is that the construction is exactly the same. The power bar is here, CWT3 is here. We have a silver finish with the gold this time, so the nice contrast. Silver thread into the silver colour, but no AVS in the handle, so you get a true composite feel, top-end composite feel when you're hitting the ball. Okay, the next series, now we're getting exciting because this is where science meets hockey. This is probably the most technologically advanced stick that there's ever been, because we are looking now at a brand new way of making a hockey stick. What we have here is nanotechnology, as I was saying. Nanotechnology basically is a way of really improving the construction so that we can make a stick stiffer, stronger, more powerful, but super light. So the performance is awesome. Nanotechnology construction is basically, without being too technical, is a multi-wall layer of carbon nanotubes, which, as I say, improve the structure to no end. Also in here, you can see this nice finish. That's more than just a pretty graphic. That is unidirectional carbon strands, which again, further improve the power, further improve the stiffness of the stick, eliminate rotational twisting, all that kind of thing. Again, bad news for you keepers, because this is harder shots coming at you. What do you think?
I like the gold and the black combination.
Yeah?
Something different, it looks really flash.
Absolutely. Flipping onto the front of the stick, and again, you get the nice contrast, the gloss finish. On the front, we have this very clean image where we just have the big TK branding. And again, if you feel this is a nice textured surface on this stick, very lightly textured, so the player will get the same sort of benefits as they do when they put cotton tape on their stick. They get a little bit more grip, a little bit more control in what they're doing. The bow of this stick is a new one again. If you look down there, Amy, this is the control bow. Now, a control bow basically moves the optimum point of the bow, the highest point of the bow, a little bit further down the stick from a regular even placement. So you get a bit more emphasis, a bit more control of some of the newer skills coming into the game. Drag flicking, really dynamic close control, reverse stick hitting, the sort of things that new players coming in are really looking for. We move into the handle again, and we've got this lovely gold finish, again complementing all the colours, so all the way through we've got a really stunning looking stick. And in here, again, more science, we have a piezoelectric fibre cell. Now, who knows what that is? What that basically does is that transfers any vibration energy from vibration energy into heat energy. You're not going to feel it, but what you are going to feel is a lot more control on the ball. So again, a softer feel, a lot more control when players are playing.
Okay, Colin, what is the difference?
Well, this is the Synergy S2077. The main difference is you've got all your nanotechnology construction again, so you've got a super light stick, very powerful. You've got your matte finish on the front, all the same features, IDS, everything that you had in the top of the range stick, but we adjust the fiber content so that you're going to get a stick that doesn't perform quite to the same level, but still has a greater advantage over a conventionally constructed stick.
And this is the Synergy 2077.
That's it.
Cool.
Wow, I really like the red one.
I bet you do, goes with your jumper. What we basically have now, this is the rest of the Synergy series, where we have a slightly different form of nanotechnology. The S3077, 4077, and 5077. These three sticks have an improvement in the resin that's used within the construction, which is called a reactive liquid polymer. Now again, it's not the sort of thing you can see, but it's the sort of thing you can feel, because the performance of these sticks will be much better than that of a conventionally constructed stick, and also the sticks are going to be lighter again. Again, you've got this nice matte finish, so more control. No IDS this time, you just have a conventional feel that differs with each stick because you have different levels of construction throughout. So some will have more power, some will have more feel. In terms of the shape, the S4077 that Russie's got, that's got the same shape, the control bow profile as the two top sticks, the 1077, 2077. These two sticks have another new shape. This is called the smooth bow. Now the smooth bow, you can see there Amy, has a nice even bow all the way throughout the stick, which means that this is a stick that's going to suit a very broad group of players who play in quite a conventional way. They like hitting the ball, they like pushing the ball, and it's going to really benefit them with those skills. Okay, take a look at that. This is something really new again from TK, something we haven't done before, and something that you goalkeepers are going to love, because this stick is all about drag flick power. This is the Extreme series. And as you can see, looking down the bow, you two can be looking at it there as we're looking at it here. We've put the optimum point of the bow on this stick about as far down the stick as you possibly can, which means that the power on the drag flicks coming at you now are going to be really, really good. The power, the control, you better be ready.
Well, someone's going to help them.
The other thing that we can see on these sticks as well, of course, we've got the nice contrasting finish, silver on the front, but really bright colours, because as you guys know very well, these are the ones that want to stand out. They want to be running away from you, waving that big stick at you, letting you know what they just did. So again, two different grades in this. We have the X200 and the X100. The X100 is the top of the range, bit more carbon fibre, bit more power. X200, bit less carbon fibre, so a bit more feel on the ball. Okay, next up, this is the core series. There's three shapes in this series, and I'll give each of you one to have a look at now. This represents the biggest part of our senior composite series, where we have a nice range of options in terms of construction, so there's something for everyone. We have three main shapes, as I was saying. The LTI that Amy's holding here, this is denoted by the little Power Raise 3 that you can see on the back of the stick here. We've got the one Power Raise 3, this model. Now, this stick, the LTI shape, we have a late bow, as we were talking about earlier. Again, your friend the drag flicker. And on the front, we have the full CWT groove. Now this runs all the way over the lower 2/3 of the playing shaft, so again we've got a maximum level of assistance to keeping that ball in the right place when you're controlling the ball and when you're drag flicking. With a nice contrast finish, silver on the front, black on the back, pretty good looking stick. And again the black handle with the silver in there to again feature on what we're looking for. Russie, you've got the late bow shape, the LT. Now this is shown by the one Power Raise 2. Power Raise 2 always means late bow. Late bow is where we just simply move the optimum point of the bow, the highest point of the bow, more towards the head of the stick. Not to the level of the Extreme, to the point where we can still perform lots of main skills as well, especially dynamic ball control, shifting the ball around the pitch quite quickly, but of course, some real assistance in drag flicking. With the one Power Raise 2 LT, we've got this nice blue finish contrasting with the silver. It's a pretty good looking stick. And Yvonne, what we've got here, this is the GTS shape. Now GTS doesn't have a power raise, just have as a number each time, because this is our main shape for a huge group of players where they want something that's going to perform in all levels of a conventional way of playing the game. Hitting the ball, pushing the ball, control, everything they could possibly want. This slightly extended toe again to give them a bit more ball control. This is the top range stick, this is the TK1, and in this again we have the nice silver finish on the front with the red. Red is always a good colour for TK1, a colour that's been running through TK since it began 25 years ago.
I've heard you have done something special for our German captain from the man. So let's show me the secret.
Okay, this is it. This is the Max Muller limited edition signature stick in the lake bow shape. Exactly the same stick that Max uses in this nice red and white finish that he favours, again with that lake bow shape to help him perform the skills that mean that he's the #1 captain of Germany.
Great.
Colin, I see there's some nice colours right through the range.
There is.